friends. It's been a while since we've talked. So Miss Danielle and I are here back at Briarfield, and we have a few things for you to do today that have to do with Memorial Day. So the first thing we're gonna do, we have not done our calendar in so long. So it's the month of May, and May begins with M. So we're gonna start way back here and count together and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and today is 20. Look how crooked my numbers are. I'll have to go back and fix it. So today is Wednesday, May 20th. So we had a couple of things happen this month. We had Mother's Day, and that was on this day. I hope that everybody did something nice for their mommies on that day. And then coming up this Monday, we have a special day called Memorial Day, and that is a holiday that we celebrate in our country. A lot of people don't have work on that Monday. We would normally be off from school on that day too, but we're kind of all off right now. Hopefully not for too much longer though. So what I have here, I have do you guys know what this is? What is this? It is the American flag. So Memorial Day is a day that we celebrate to kind of remember all of the people who have served in the military and all of the people who are in the military. And it's kind of a way to remember them and to honor them because they have protected us and protected our country, because there's a lot of great things about this country, and they have helped kind of keep those things that are great around about our country. So Miss Danielle has a special book. It's the Pledge of Allegiance. Our 4-year-olds, some of you guys, I think you might remember, we were kind of practicing the Pledge of Allegiance right around the time where we closed. Our 4-year-olds would normally have their graduation coming up in a couple weeks. And the way we always start the 4-year-old graduation is with the Pledge of Allegiance. And that's when you stand up and you put your hand over your heart. And it starts out, I pledge allegiance, and we pledge allegiance to our flag, our American flag. So Miss Danielle has a book called The Pledge of Allegiance, and it goes through and it teaches you what that pledge is. So if some of you would like to practice it at home, maybe you could surprise Miss Danielle and I when you come back and tell us what the Pledge of Allegiance is. That would be pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna start our story.
Hi friends, we're back, and Miss Mary told you we were gonna read a book. The book is called The Pledge of Allegiance, just like what Miss Mary was talking about when we would stand up and put our hands on our heart. So look at this first page. You will see a group of children looking up at the flag. You can't see the flag, but see those eyes looking up? They're looking up at the flag, and they put their right hands over their heart so they can say the Pledge of Allegiance. And that just shows that they love America and they love their flag. So they said, I pledge allegiance. Sorry friends, it's a big book. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and these are all places in America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation. This is our nation. There it is, in our flag. Under God. There's our flag on the moon. Indivisible. With liberty. I see fireworks. And justice. For all. And there's the kids saying their Pledge of Allegiance. That was very cool. So what you would do is you can practice at home, and it's I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. you friends could try practicing that at home, and maybe your older brothers and sisters may know this from school also. So give it a try.
Hi guys, so I have a little project that we're gonna do today, and it's something called a collage. So a collage is basically a piece of paper or something, or like a flat piece of wood or something like that, and you can use any material on it. You can use crayons, you can use markers, you can glue things on it, you can draw into it, you can, anything. A collage is basically anything you want. There's all different kinds of collages. So I have a crayon, I have some paint, I have some scraps of paper that I'm gonna use, I found some streamers, I have some gold stars. So the colors that I'm using are gonna be red, white, and blue. And the reason for that is, do you know why?
Miss Mary, it looks like what we just talked about on the flag. Those were red, white, and blue.
You're right. That's right. There's red stripes and white stripes, and there's some white stars, and then there's a blue background that the stars are on. So the way that I'm going to start, I have a big piece of white paper. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to show you something that's kind of cool. I have a white crayon. So I don't know if any of you have done this on Easter eggs before, where you write on the Easter egg, and then when you go to dye it with the dye, your design will show up. So I'm going to show you. I am going to do a bunch of stars. So I'm kind of pressing hard. Now I know you can't see my stars just yet, but you will be able to in just a minute. So this is, you can use watercolor paint, or you can use tempera paint. Any kind of paint you have at home should work. So I'm gonna get my blue, and then I'm gonna take this blue paint, and I am going to go right over.
Oh, I see the stars, Miss Mary.
See them? The reason that happens is because the crayon is made up of a material called wax, and the wax on the crayon kind of pushes away the paint. It's called a wax resist. The wax resists the paint, and the paint can't cover over it. So that's why the stars will start to show up.
Wow.
So you can do any kind of design you want. I chose to do stars, but you guys can do whatever. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna maybe cut up some of this blue paper in some different shapes. So I'm gonna maybe do some triangle shapes. And then, you know what? I saw some stripes on the flag, so I'm gonna add some stripes. Now the stripes on the flag are red, and this is blue paper, but that's okay, because I'm the artist, so I can do whatever I want. So I'm gonna cut up some blue stripes, and I have a couple of shapes, and here's my glue, and I'm gonna glue down. I gotta wait for the glue to come to the end of the bottle. I'm gonna glue down some of my stripes, and I'm gonna glue my shapes too. So here's one stripe, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm gonna do, let's see, I think I'm gonna add a little bit of a shape over here. And I've got a lot of white empty space over here, so I'm gonna add a shape over here as well. Okay, so there's that. I also have, it's actually, we use it for Play-Doh. A lot of you guys have used these shapes, and you kind of push it into the Play-Doh and it makes a star shape. But you can also use this with paint to make the outline of a star. So you guys might have cookie cutters at home that maybe I can ask mom, or even little Play-Doh toys that you can use also. So what you do is you dip it in the paint, and I have some red paint in here, and then you press it on your paper. Isn't that cool? And I'm gonna add some stars over here too.
Oh, very cool, Miss Mary.
Because part of a collage is you overlap. And overlapping things mean that you put something on top of something else. So look, I'm gonna put this star over my stripes that I glued down. So you kind of have different layers of designs on your picture. I also have this doily, So you guys can just maybe, I bet you guys have like a little, either an art area or somewhere in your room, or my art stuff is in my kitchen, which I don't really want it to be there, but there's no place else to put it. So we have like a big box with a bunch of stickers and paper and all that stuff. I think that you guys might have a box like that or some area like that in your house. So you can go and see what different materials you have to use. So I'm gonna put a little doily there.
Miss Mary, could you cut up magazines to find red, white, and
Miss
blue?
Danielle, what a great idea.
If you ran out of paper.
Definitely do that. You could ask mom or dad if there's an old magazine and you could flip through. Maybe, should I go see if we have something right in here?
We have so many
We
magazines.
have a ton of magazines, friends. So look, I'm gonna get, oh, look at this. Miss Danielle, you're a genius. I see, now it's not exactly red, but I think it's close enough. I like either this flower or this flower. I am going to take my scissors and I'm gonna cut it out. And now I have a red flower to add to my art. That is such a good idea. So you could flip through the pages and see if you find anything else. Look, here's another piece of blue. So now I can add that onto my collage. And you want to kind of fill up your whole paper because that's what makes it interesting. You don't want to have too much weight left. All right, so I think the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a line of glue. I think we need to fill up our glue before you guys come back to school. Although the glue always seems to need to be filled. All right, now I'm going to take, now these are streamers that you sometimes use for a birthday party to decorate. I'm going to cut some different sizes of streamers, and I'm gonna have them hang off of my paper like that because I think that would be kind of cool. Then when I hang it up, they'll be hanging down from the bottom of my paper. And I'm gonna make them all different sizes. All right, so you guys can really use your imagination with this and look around your house and look at the different art supplies you have. So isn't it kind of cool? Like, it's not, here, let me go get the flag so I can show you.
I'll follow you, Miss Mary.
All right. Look at my streamers waving in the breeze.
Just like the flag does.
That's right. So it doesn't look exactly like the American flag, but...
We lost a streamer. That's okay.
Uh-oh. I didn't wait for it to dry. But when you look at it, it reminds you of the flag, doesn't it? It kind of, I say, oh, look, it has stripes just like the flag. It has stars just like the flag, but it's different because I am the artist, so I can decide what goes in my picture. So let's see, well, it would be really cool if you guys decide to do this at home because it's Memorial Day this weekend. You could hang it up maybe on your door, or you could hang it up somewhere in your house. And it would be super cool if you guys do this, if you took a picture and you posted it so we could all see your different artwork, because everyone's gonna do something that looks a little bit different. And that's the awesome thing about art, is that everyone is an individual and it's gonna make everyone's look a little bit different. And that's the cool thing about it. All right, so I hope you guys have fun. Don't make a huge mess with this. Make sure you ask mom and dad if you can use maybe they can help you pull out some supplies before you get started. Make sure you ask permission to use scissors and glue. And we hope you have fun with this, and we hope the weather is beautiful and everyone gets to enjoy the sunshine this weekend a little bit. All right, happy Memorial Day, friends.
Happy Memorial Day, guys.
Bye.